Alright everyone, welcome back. We are at the semifinals of the number 3 qualifier, Dota Replays Brawl tournaments. Today's competitors are mousesports versus Experience. mousesports with a very nice win against SK last game we just watched. And Experience beat We Watch Chinese Dota to get here, so this is going to be a pretty high skill game obviously. So let's see, what else can I shout out? For those of you just joining us, my name is Chappie. With me is the Capitalist. We are the C Squad. Our sponsors are Twitch TV, TeamSpeak, and SteelSeries, and we love you guys. Our beta key giveaway is ongoing. We still have many keys to give away, so go ahead and check that out. In order to participate, all you must do is comment on the VODs, in one of the VODs, in our VOD section. Productive comment, can't be useless, can't be troll, obviously, and that will enter you a chance to win. That obviously requires you to sign up to post.
Windrunner at your service.
And I believe that is about all I have. So we've got bands coming out here. We've got Omni Knight band first by mouz first pick, and then followed up by AM band, followed up by Brood and Night Stalker. First pick Shadow Shaman, have we've seen so often recently in the last 2 weeks really, and then obviously just standard strong picks Windrunner, and then Venomancer, right there on the screen.
I speak for the tree.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the mousesports banning Omni Knight. I mean, your first pick in Shadow Shaman. On top of that, Loda, I remember in the past watching some very strong, lot of Omni Knight being picked up on Loda's team. But so banning the Omni Knight, that means there's no ult, there's no repel to stop both the wards and the massive amount of disables coming out from Shadow Shaman. And then Loda opting to pick up Windrunner and Venomancer, two very strong, very versatile heroes. But unfortunately, that leaves both Furion and Chen out in the pool. So, huge pushing strategy. mouz has basically the top 3 pushers in the game right now. Shadow Shaman, Furion, and Chen. All 3 of them, we're going to be seeing a lot of creeps, a lot of wards, and just a ton of tower damage coming down. So we're going to see, it looks like Enchantress is one of the heroes they're going to pick up to hopefully counter the oncoming onslaught of pushes. But what else are they going to pick up here in order to stop the big push coming?
Well, there's lots of heals in the game, so you'd expect that. We've got bans coming out though, so there's obviously the massive heal from Chen. Did you mention, by the way, that the fact that they have Nature's Prophet and Chen? Did you? I mean, that's pretty huge. There's no real, unless you talk about Darkseer, which is really just popular in lane. I mean, there's no real good jungler now to be taken by XP. So XP. I mean, obviously you can take Enchantress. There's no debating that. I honestly have not seen a whole lot of Enchantresses being jungled though recently. It's a thing. So we'll see if they choose to jungle Enchantress or not. But AA is what's on my mind here with all these heals so far, and Dazzle as well. We'll see if I mean, if you get Dazzle on this mouz team. Well, actually both teams are set up for good heals and good pushes. You've obviously got the Enchantress heal. Anyways, AA obviously is going to be huge in countering the pretty much overpowered heal from Enchantress. So we'll see who's able to pick that up. The first pick comes from mouz. mouz gets the first pick in the next round of picks. So we'll see if so they're not going to ban AA here. We'll see if XP bans AA here, fearing that AA will counter their Enchantress to too good of an extent. I mean, because that heal is just critical to the success of that hero. But we'll have to see if they choose to ban that or pick that next.
Yeah, it looks like Storm Spirit banned some nice carries. Storm Spirit with the mobility, very heavy ganker, and then on top of that, Void, as always, being banned in the 3-4 for bans. We've been seeing a lot, just Void being just such a great carry. That ultimate just being able to stop team fights really well and isolate a couple heroes. And the Dragon Knight and Crystal Maiden, there goes some potential support. Well, like you said, I think AA would probably be much stronger of a support hero on the mouz team, and the Dragon Knight, even more push being banned, can't have too much push or you're just going to get steamrolled by 20 minutes. Morana being picked up instead, nice versatile hero, like you said, last game, a Windrunner-esque hero, nice solo long lane. So now we're just Loda trying to decide on his final, on his 4th pick.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning that it's almost always going to be the team who grabs Furion or Chen, or in this case both, is going to want to it's going to want to ban that Void, because Void is virtually unkillable by those means. You can't really Furion gank it very effectively. You can't really Chen gank it effectively unless you have some kind of an instant stun like a Sand King. We'll see. AA not coming out yet on either team. Maybe just going to wait to go ahead and get that, but. Yeah, so I mean, as far as the Void bans go, it makes sense. You don't want the other team to grab Void. You don't want XP to take Void, and then essentially make an ungankable carry. That's not really what you want to do. So, and then the CM ban came out. There's plenty of support picks still available. We'll see if it's AA, if it's Lich, if it's Dazzle. I mean, there's plenty of things you can go here. I would be very surprised if we saw Lich, though Lich probably has really no place so far in this game. Dazzle is growing in popularity against especially Chen. Or on the same side of Chen, it depends. AA here you want to watch out for, because it's almost like they want to give the Dazzle to somebody and then take the AA, sort of baiting the Dazzle and then kind of countering the potential to heal with the AA. We'll see who takes Dazzle, who takes AA. One of those heroes are going to be taken here shortly. We'll have to take a guess.
Alright, well, we'll have to see. The biggest thing is I see on the mouse team is with a Beastmaster coming up, you have a lot of potentially squishy heroes. Beastmaster and Enchantress are both going to be doing some serious work on squishies, being able to isolate one hero and just peck him down fairly quickly. So Chen heals are going to be big counter to that. But Sand King being picked up, so again, another initiator, ganker coming out, so a lot of a really aggressive. So it looks like we're going to have Mirana as our carry for the mouse team, with potentially Furion picking up couple nice items with his farm.
Yeah, it's a lot of invis so far. Not direct invis, but you've got Sandstorm, and you've obviously got Mirana ult, so that'll be pretty crucial to see how experienced XP is in that arena. Obviously, countering invis in general, because that's going to be a big factor. I can't remember if we had the mouz with the Mirana that got relatively early ult. I'm not sure if that was mouz who actually had the Mirana. I can't quite remember. I'm sure that we did cast it, but either way, and I'm a huge fan of that, by the way. Whenever I play Mirana, I always like to get ult sooner than the standard 10-11, just because it's so good. I mean, it's so good just by casting it even at the beginning of a team fight. If the other team doesn't have the necessary counter wards or dust, then it's essentially like an aggro control. I mean, the ult's ongoing. Okay, so you pop in and out of the fade time's not very quick, albeit level 6, but the fade you pop in and out of aggro essentially if they don't have true sight. I mean, if you're not being attacked, you kill stuff. You're in vision. If they turn on you, you can just kind of run away and then fade into the darkness. It's a great ult. It's really versatile, and we saw it used really effectively. As we see, look at the bonus time ticking down to 5 seconds here. XP not quite sure what they want. I hope this does not happen, and it did. Not the pick they were going for. Well, all right. Be interesting to see what happens here. Maybe it is the pick they're going. I mean, I'm crossing my fingers. We'll see. Oh wait, never mind. Nah, that was the pick. Never mind. Well, I'm hoping it is at least. Oh man. Let's hope. There's no Lich. There's no Lich to contend with this time. No pause coming out. Yeah, alright, well good. It was Slaughter. They're totally juking me. Can you like right-click a hero in this game? It defaults to it like in a different game that I won't mention?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm actually not sure, but it looks like they're going to right off the bat try and get set up for First Blood. mouz is not doing the same, so potentially we might see a First Blood attempt at bottom. Baron's going to have to be very careful, because otherwise he's going to be facing up against 5 heroes coming out. But if you want to go over the
before too much happens, we've got Dement playing Chen again, Rexy playing Sand King, Trixie on Mirana, Sing Sing on Shadow Shaman this time, and Sexy Bambo on Nature's Prophet. For the Dire, Troll Loda on Slardar, Ak on Enchantress, Nikwa on Windrunner. Smuggling. I'm not gonna pronounce that. I'm gonna say that's smuggling, just because I refuse to pronounce the whatever it is right there. Smuggling on Beastmaster and Miracle on Venomancer. As we see a really fast ward come out here from the Radiant from mouz. And another fast ward behind the tower, actually, from XP down bottom. I don't know if they got out there fast enough to catch Sexy Bambo, go to the lane.
Yeah, unfortunately they placed it right as he was about, he was just getting to the tower, so they barely missed that. On top of that, XP was already sort of fanning out. If they'd gotten out a little bit quicker and gotten that ward in, they really could have used that first blood. But either way, you're having a solo bottom Furion. You're going to see probably a lot of potential dives as Invid is being picked up on Miracle. So we're going to see a lot of roaming. Sing Sing is going to have to play back. He knows that there is an Invis Venomancer, so he's just going to have to forfeit the first wave or two of creeps. Beastmaster already kind of pushing the lanes, so Shadow Shaman will be able to pick up at least a little bit of experience. Meanwhile, on the bottom, we have just Slardar 1v1 versus Nature's Prophet for the time being. Not really a big deal. He's just going to be able to CS away until eventually his gankers come in. Ake, picking up a Dark Troll Warlord, that's going to be great for any potential ganks. But Sexy Bambo playing very defensively.
Yeah. Well, they're fully aware of the whereabouts of two of the XP heroes in their own jungle.
Oh no, up at top, Nikwa gets double stunned out of position, gets stunned by tanking, followed up by an arrow. Is he going to be able to get out? No, it's not. Sexy Bambo helping picking up that kill, since there's nothing to do with bottom with 3 heroes there. So great job all around by mouz, picking up first blood. But it looks like we're going to see a push coming in. Dark Troll Warlord, spamming Raise Dead. Be able to do some decent pushing into this tower, so we might see a nice early tower from bottom. They're at least going to be able to take it to half health. Meanwhile, we just have 3 heroes top, and it looks like Nature's Prophet is not going to teleport back right away. There's really no reason for him to just be there and die. So he's kind of having, he's going to have to play really passive for the time being. Doing a little bit of harassment, Nikwa forcing him back. There goes the tower already.
Wow.
Going down, no contesting whatsoever. So 2-minute tier 1 tower at bottom. But the fortunate thing is for mouz Sports is if that lane pushes, if they can keep it close to the tier 2 tower at bottom and just keep it back, that's going to be a lot safer farm for Furion. It's much harder for XP to dive that far in. They can get some nice wards up for some jungle vision, and they can farm at bottom. If they can keep the lane back as far as possible, they'll be okay. So pushing that tower is, yes, it gives you an early influx of gold, but unfortunately it makes it much harder to gank bottom if it's kept back. Now, if it's pushed forward, obviously you're going to have some easy ganks, but I don't foresee mouz Sports misplaying quite like that. Dement stealing one of the Enchantress creeps, taking the Ursa Warrior, and then Enchantress right back, taking it again. So early ward by Venomancer, we're just seeing some huge pushing coming out. They take the Ursa Warrior, but still a lot of creeps still alive, plus 4 or 5 wards coming out. mouz having to address an early push strat from XP, and there's really not a whole lot they can do about it right now. I mean, Shadow Shaman Ethershock would be great, but unfortunately that would mean he'd have to abandon middle. And there's really nothing that laning Furion can do about pushes right now.
They don't have much of an answer at all, really, not yet at least. We'll see. Meanwhile, as far as the other lanes go, which have been much more traditional, I guess, in mid, Sing Sing versus Smuggling. Sing Sing 12-4 versus 15-2, extremely close, obviously. Smuggling does have that illusion bottled, so he has a nice ward control going on in his favor. As far as up top, Nikwa struggling a little bit. I was actually, before he died, I was actually going to mention how lethal of a lane that is, especially SK. I love the SK pickups, especially to counter these heroes, like the long lane heroes, obviously Windrunner, Mirana, Quap. SK is absolutely vital to having anything to do against them early game. You can't really do too much against those heroes with targeted stuns. You can to an extent with the Windrunner, but Windrunner still gets so fast that it's almost like leap by the time the projectile actually gets to her. But still, I like the SK pickup, the answer up top. So far, the response has been pretty appropriate from mouz. As far as this pushing that's going on down bottom, like early on, Sexy Dumbo, he went top. He tried to get a kill, and indeed he did. He got a kill on Nikwa. Unfortunately, it seems like he could have got a second one there. I don't know if he actually caught that, but he kind of might have let that one slip away. It's a pretty effective... actually, there's no guarantee anyways, because Windrunner did have tangos on hand, so there's really no guarantee either way. But still, at least for a while, there's no good response to this endless push that Ake and Miracle can just kind of distribute. I mean, there's really no good AoE. You want your Sand King and your Shadow Shaman to be in lane farming, getting levels. I mean, they're pretty much the only people that have any decent AoE, and even SK only has it if he skills it, and he's definitely not. It's not too useful in his lane, as we have a question of if someone is coming back.
Or Trixie getting DC'd. All right, well, while we are waiting for that, I don't know, let's kind of think about just, unfortunately, Furion might have to solo top and have Mirana and Sand King, two heroes with a little bit of nukes, go bottom. But you're right, there's just not a whole lot that they can do about early Enchantress pushes right now with Venomancer wards. And even if they do try and switch the lanes up, XQB can just switch their own lanes up and have them start pushing top and take another tier 1 tower.
Mm-hmm. That'd be the
biggest thing I think right now is Sing Sing is going to have to really gauge when he's finally hit enough experience and he can try and gank this pushing tri-lane. But, yeah.
Well, for those of you watching again, there are beta keys to be had. This time there's not trivia. For those of you who are like in the chat, like, where's my beta key? I want to do trivia. To get a beta key, it's a little bit more simple, really. You just register. You go ahead and post a comment on a video in the VOD section. You see the tabs up there. If you're watching from Dota2replays.com/live, that has, by the way, that has our stream, and it has the IRC embedded right there. You can chat and watch at the same time. And if you go ahead and just make a comment, constructive comment, no trolling, and you are entered to win a beta key. So go ahead and do that as we continue to wait for someone to reconnect.
Yeah, it looks like... do we know what the other side of the tournament is doing right now? What game they're casting? I think it's like Next versus probably EG, right?
Well, honestly, the bracket hasn't updated yet, so I'm not entirely sure if EG and Pool Sorcery Sum have finished yet. But we will see. I know I remember hearing that Pool Sorcery Sum was like a wild card, so it's entirely possible that it might actually really just be that good of a game. I'm not entirely sure. That we'll have to wait and see. Either that or somebody's slacking on updating the brackets. By the way, those brackets you guys can view. Let me actually double check if we've updated that stuff. Go to the tournament tab and see what kind of... I know we've been doing some changes. I'm not sure if there's anything here yet. Qualifier 3. Yeah, you can pretty easily reach them. All right, well, if you go to the tournaments tab, those of you watching, obviously you're going to want to open it up in a different tab because you'd lose the stream if you're watching. But tournaments tab, you scroll down, there's a bunch of pretty banners. You click on number 3, and those wait, fire. That is not, that's wrong. It has not been accurately updated. Either way, regardless, there definitely is the brackets for the number 3. If you just click on home, you want to check out those brackets and see where everybody is. Go ahead, click on home. It should be the second. Yep, it's the second story down. Dota 2 replays Brawl Qualifier number 3 brackets, or you can go visit my forum thread. If you mouse over forums. Oh, this is good stuff. Mouse over forums, click on general discussion. I have a nice little topic where I am going to start making rankings, basically. Rankings. It's just called Chappy Dota 2 Team Ladder Rankings, and you can check those out. You can discuss and debate my rankings.
But we are unpaused. Shameless plug.
We are hashtag pause because there's nothing else to say. But yeah, we're back on pause. It looks like 1-0 in the favor of mouz, and that push went ahead and dissipated down bottom. So Miracle in the jungle, kind of giving Demet a hard time, we see, and lots of pressure in mid as well. This mid tower getting pushed. The illusion rune is popped. Toloda is go ahead and pushing that as well. So is the Miracle. Miracle throwing out some concealed, no longer concealed plague wards. Okay, and look at this tower, halfway dead again. Meanwhile, up top, we've got just Mirana and Rexy doing what they can to try and get some farm while their towers are just getting methodically destroyed. I arrived. It took a little. It took a while, but yeah. So that's 2 already. 2 tier 1 towers. Gold difference. Obviously going to start taking effect here shortly if they don't answer.
Yeah, absolutely. Picking up the haze on Beastmaster. XP doing a really great job moving around. Once bottom tower, they couldn't really keep going. It's kind of hard to push a tier 2 tower that early. Immediately going middle, picking up some more kills. Slaughter now addressing the push at bottom is going to be able to pick up a little bit more experience in gold before he continues helping with the push. And it looks like we're going to see some early ganking by Beastmaster using the haste. He's going to go bottom. He doesn't even have his little beasts at all, so they're not going to be able to do anything about a teleport.
I think he missed the axes.
Popping the stun a little bit early. It looks like up the top, we see some action. Miracle trying to do some work with his poison. Actually sitting back with his sandstorm. It looks like we're going to see some more pushes, more troll warlords coming out for Ake. So we're going to get a nice skeleton army and start pushing once again with these wards.
Oh, look at them. Look at them ready for Rexy. Rexy's only going to have 0.6 seconds of invis time after he comes out of that. He only has level 2 stun. That's only 450 range, so I think maybe his best shot is going straight south, maybe stunning into the river. We'll see if he's able to get out of there. In the meantime, we got an arrow coming out. He's going to miss. Oh, diversion wasn't enough. Oh, he obviously waits. Waiting, he's creeping forward, and then he's going to go ahead and escape. Actually, that's going to come out. He still has stun up, though. He should be fine. Taking lots of damage, half dead. He might have wanted to do that earlier just to conserve. Although it doesn't matter as long as he's going to pot up here anyways. Indeed, that's what he does. So now we got the push crew up top, wasting no time. The Troll Warlord popped out 2 Skeleton Warriors. More Plague Wards coming down, and this is easily the most aggressive push I've seen in a long time. There's just no answer yet.
Yeah, and there's no counter wards on XP, so really, Rexy, if he's ballsy enough, he really can just come forward and sandstorm, and that would be a decent counter to these pushes. But at bottom, we're going to see our own little push of Furion and Chen trying to do what they can, but Slaughter is just enjoying picking up what farm he can. He's actually going to go in. Sexy Bamboo trying to teleport away, but he doesn't get out. Meanwhile, Beastmaster's coming in. He's going to have a nuke. There goes the nuke. They're trying to take down Bamboo. Chen, ultimate. No, it doesn't go off. The teleport does not go off. The vent is going to go down as well. So 2 heroes go down. Meanwhile, at top, there's a push going down. Shadow Shaman wards are up, but they're not close enough to take the tower. So they take bottom, take 2 kills, but top is being harassed rather heavily. Unfortunately, Sing not getting those wards close enough to the tower in his attempted gank. It's really hurting that push quite a bit. And they're not going to be able to take the tower before Furion now coming in with his own creep, so it looks like they are going to take the tower. XP is not going to try and dress the push whatsoever. They're just going to sit back and get some more farm. Miracle farming middle, trying to max out the wards for tier 2. Now Earn on Slaughter with another 1,000 gold. The lead 1,500 gold in favor of XP right now. The biggest thing they're lacking right now is with all their movement, a lot of experience. I mean, it's 8 minutes in the game. Beastmaster now picking up level 6, so that's going to be pretty huge, as we saw at bottom with Nature's Prophet gank. So the more movement they have, Beastmaster's just going to be trying to pick off heroes left and right, trying to do what he can to stop this incoming push.
This is such an awkward game. I mean, you've got Furion, Nature's Prophet, actually going to be going on. Oh, he just barely clips him with that stun, and he's going to be followed up there by the net as well. Sexy Bamboo going to go down and easily get to finish off there by Beastmaster. Nice arrow there. Solo actually nailed. He's going to be taken down as well. Not one, actually. 2 goes down there. 3, excuse me. Quite the defense. wow, a nice little series of events there. The planets just aligned. They got 3 nice kills. Hopefully that can put a slow to the onslaught of towers that have been being taken out. But it was just so weird seeing this happen because you've got a Chen and a Furion being pushed, like, just pushed in. Their ish getting pushed in, and it's just so weird to see. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that Enchantress can just be like, oh, your creep is mine, but then Chen can be like, oh, no, it's not. It's mine for this next 2 seconds. It's really interesting to see. We actually, I guess last game there was this interesting dynamic where Darkseer was in the game, and Darkseer would throw his ult out. The enemy would walk through it. Oh, nice catching that arrow. You're really good at catching that arrow. We're gonna have a push here down bottom. The enemy DK would walk through it really quick, and Enchantress would take it over. He would take the illusion of the DK over and just do work. So that's a pretty interesting use of Enchantress against a DS, as they're going to go ahead and farm these that did almost nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately, Shadow Shaman blowing down his ult, but in middle, Miracle getting taken out. Nice gank by Sexy Bamboo. So while they did get a gank, they did not take bottom tower, and they also gave up a lot of gold with Shadow Shaman wards going down. That was a lot of gold picked up for Slardar.
Yeah, indeed.
Now on his way. What did he just pick up?
Slardar? His items just earned?
Oh, he picked up Tread, sorry.
Tread, okay.
He upgraded his views.
Alright, well, let's go over the good old golden minute. Let's see what we got going on around here. Golden minutes. First of all, 800 gold lead for Dire. It's going to be XP. Not a whole lot. Let's see. mouz Dement on Chen at 150. That's really struggling. Rexy 165 struggling as well. Mirana doing quite nice at 356. Sing Sing doing nice as well, 348. And Sexy Bamboo could be doing a little bit better, you'd expect for a Nature's Prophet. Meanwhile, for Slardar at 370, you can think a lot of that to those awards he just farmed. He's farming quite nice. Ake Enchantress 230. Windrunner at 250, not too bad. Beastmaster doing quite nice at 320, and Venomancer 180. Not too shabby really, but we're gonna have smuggling kind of oh, look at this little wall. Oh my god, that would have been so pro if he made a wall, seriously. Alright, so he's gonna be diving down behind this tower. He is in enemy territory, behind enemy lines. He's gonna get caught, he's gonna get rooted. He is just getting he's gonna get the kill there. See if they give it to anybody in particular. Oh, and Xiao Shaman shoots it. Which is honestly fine. Xiao Shaman with Blink is gonna be completely massive in this game. So there's no problem with that whatsoever. Down bottom we're gonna have the push defense here, coming out by Wild King War Chief Tornado, doing what he can to hold off this onslaught, and then we got the Centaur Khan coming in as well. Actually, nice TP in there from Sexy Bamboo. No more mana, but he does just enough. Follow-up stun there, nicely done by Chen. Beautifully chained abilities. Slardar gets taken out, caught out a little bit out of position. Yeah, and that's things are starting to unravel here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they had such a nice lead with taking those 2 early towers, but it feels like they're just not spending enough time farming, or in Loda's case, pushing a little bit too far in an attempt to farm, and they're really just having some movement errors that is resulting in some really nice, well-played mouz ganks. mouz doing nice, really great job trying to address the aggressiveness of the XP lineup, and doing well at that. Chen now level 6, so it's going to be a nice pickup. Double damage is going to be picked up on Sing Sing, refilling his bottle, while he also picked up Arcane Boots. So that's going to be a nice pickup. Spamming Ether Shock is going to be a great job for countering some of these pushes. Meanwhile, at top, looks like we're going to see a little bit of action. Enchantress coming into lane to try and do some pushes. We'll see if mouz tries to address it at all. But Smoke Gank at bottom. Miracle, they're going to go on Sexy Bamboo. He's going to go down unless we see some amazing play. There's no real way for him to get out. So if they take that kill, meanwhile the top push is going down. So hopefully we're going to see a tier 1 tower go down. XP being forced to back up now.
Yeah, the gold difference not really existent. Not really much of a difference to speak of. As far as towers go, we've got only 1 tower down for let's see, for XP. Two towers down on the side of mouz. Very interesting game. I mean, really just kind of weird pushes up top. Actually going to be trying to get escape there. Nope, not going to get away. Ult used as well though, but 9-4, slowly coming back as far as the go. And we see Mirana maybe getting caught out. ult comes out. Leap is already used. Slow is now being... okay, that's very dead, Marana. Nicely done there. Nice play by Enchantress. TP's not going to be fast enough. Meanwhile, Rexy's just kind of AFK up top. He's going to go ahead and TP out knowing that there's nothing he can do. 10-5 in favor of mouz.
Yeah, XP playing some really aggressive. The fact that they got that pick at bottom and now the pick at top, they're putting a lot of pressure in these lanes, which is allowing Loda to farm relatively well. Unfortunately, with his gank, he's hurting a little bit from his farm, only with an Ogre Club. Now is working his way towards a fast BKB. But they're doing a great job putting a lot of pressure. Unfortunately, they're putting so much pressure that sometimes they get a little out of line and get caught. Loda being caught twice while trying to farm bottom. But they did get a tier 1 tower off of it.
Yeah, regardless, Loda definitely having a much better game than Slardar did last game. He's at 360 gold a minute. He already has his Ogre Club, his Treads, his Urn. And up top, actually, Rexy just used stun. And he's going to get ulted here. Now he's in trouble. All he has is a useless sandstorm. He's got no stun for 2 more seconds. See if they can chain enough. He's going to go down before stun comes up, and he does go down indeed. Unfortunately, that is why you don't stun for no real reason, especially when there's a Slardar on a team. So he goes ahead and dies. Meanwhile, down bottom, we've got Nikwa actually switching lanes. He's going to be throwing some push down, some pressure down bottom. 3 in mid, we've got some Chen creeps and ult up ready for a Shadow Shaman. See if they can get this tier 1 tower that they desperately need. And the wards do come out. No mana for Whirlwind, costs 200. Where's the mana boost on Chen? Chen desperately, Chen not having enough gold that he really needs to be having. Actually, just 15 minutes. It's understandable, I guess. We're going to have a bit of a conversion. We've got a nice smoke gank coming in from the north side. We'll see if they can catch anybody. No, we got Sprint coming up. Who are they going to do? Who are they going to do? We've got Dement. Dement is a target of choice. That's not going to help you. He does have the ult from Slardar on him. Are they going to catch anybody? Sing Sing is invis, and so is Marana. Half dead. Nicely done. Just a little bit of burst will be enough. Oh, and it is. Nicely done. Wow, nice little arrow there from Marana. Followed up by Sing Sing. And nice. Look at this. Wow, they're really doing nice. Nice is a really nice word as well. But look at, he gets caught out here by himself. Wow, he's completely caught out away from his team. Smuggling in trouble of going down here, trying to juke behind some trees. He should be going down. One more hit. And that's going to be enough for that massive range of that Urn. Meanwhile, we've got more fights going on. Dement really low. Actually, they're going to go ahead and turn here on Nikwa. Nikwa in trouble of going down as well. They're going to try and do some right click. Not going to be enough. Dement is lost, apparently. He's trying to avoid the inevitable power shot. There's no mana, though. Just hello, there's no... It's okay, though. I forgive you. This is Dota, not Han. He must be a Han player or something. Those Han players. Nikwa going to go down. Meanwhile, more endless ganks, more endless fights going. The incredibly slowed Marana is trying to do work, and meanwhile, everybody's going to go ahead and split up finally, as that was extremely weird.
Yeah, that was a very split fight. Loda almost went down, like you said, very early while they were killing Smuggling. Loda was also caught out. He just needed a couple more hits, but he was able to survive with Sprint. Great job by him. Chen had some really nice dodges of power shot, kind of forcing Nikwa to kind of stay and try and get a kill. And then Nikwa just kind of trying to stay and fight a Furion, which with Chen just hiding in the forest, just sitting there. Kind of a big misplay by Nikwa. While the rest of his team is running around trying to fight, he mans up on a Furion and Chen and goes down because of it. Really a bit of a misplay there. But it looks like we're going to go back to the farm game for XP. Ward's going to be huge for Miracle, getting in some needed extra farm for the XP team. They've lost their lead now, 500 gold lead for the Radiant side now because of that last team fight. They really need to make it up in some little bit of farm, get a couple of those core items, and then start pushing those tier 2 towers again. Loda picking up BKB is going to be one of those really core items that he really needs to have. And that's going to be quite some time. Unfortunately, Loda, only with the Ogre Club, is not really feeling the best. He was farming decently well. He got caught out a couple times, but now his gold per minute is down to 335. Not terrible by any means, but still not what he needs to really be dominating the game quite so early.
No, there's a great use for BKB, obviously. The thing is that tanking, the problem is really his stun is so instant. that if he doesn't, obviously, BKB prematurely before that Sand King, I guess we're going to have a go up top there. Blink, actually, I don't know if you mentioned that, Blink on Shadow Shaman. Yeah, he had to go ahead and saved his life there. 3 up top, hunting for more towers, it would appear. Ake with the Centaur Khan. They're going to pull back, get some damage down on his tower. Meanwhile, down bottom, we've got Nikwa on the run. He's going to go ahead and escape, though. Looks like there's going to be a bit of a tower trade here. We've got creeps from Chen down bottom, the army of creeps of Chen. And that's going to be a very easy tower, but up top, they're going to go ahead and get that tower as well. So a very even trade. It's still 14-7. That ratio hasn't changed all that much as far as the kills go. And they've got a nice little slow there on Rexy down bottom, and that looks like going to be it again. So it's just a very kind of a just prodding each other, trying to take a tower here, take a tower there. Pretty much until the point it seems like where some decent farm is taken on Slardar. And the real issue here, more so than even last game, is that Slardar is that there is there's much more late game potential from XP than there is obviously. You can't count Mirana out, but I mean, if you were to somehow get a Blink and even a BKB on Loda, you're going to just have so much more natural damage because of obviously his ultimate. So the late game, you've got to assume, is going to be stronger there for Loda, assuming he can get some farm. But if you can compare the golden minutes, we've got 330 on Mirana and 330 essentially as well on Slardar. So very even in that respect. We'll have to see.
Yeah, something to note is Necronomicon, Beastmaster going for a fast Necronomicon, actually just picked it up now. Something to note, there's no Blink Daggers on the XP team at all, even though they're playing really aggressive and they're really relying on their push strategy heavily because they have 0 initiation. Either Beastmaster or Slardar, both heroes, commonly pick up Blink Daggers for those initiation. I'm really surprised Beastmaster did not go for that, but I suppose with the nice buffs to Necronomicon recently and the added push strategy, they're just going to try and push it down Mousesport's throat before they can pick up their essential items. Mirana getting a little bit hard, like you said, Sing Sing with now Totem on top of that Blink Dagger with another 2,000 gold. If they can get their BKBs, if Shadow Shaman can pick up Blink, BKB, they're going to be feeling some serious hurt from the initiation from Mouse Sports with the Sand King and Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, no doubt. What's worth mentioning though is that if you can apply more pressure, if you're the team that can apply more pressure, then you don't necessarily need that Blink as fast as the other team might need it. And especially in this situation, actually, they're both playing it correctly, obviously. Loda doesn't necessarily need that Blink, nor does Beastmaster per se, assuming that they can actually produce the most pushing force, really. If they can apply the most pressure, they'll be pressuring a tower, they'll be in front of a tower. There's not as much need to Blink into a tower to initiate as there is to kind of counter-initiate when you get blunked on, you get blinked on by the SK. So that, as we see him farming, and he's going to be in mid now, Sprint is up. Nope, not doing anything there. He does have his hammer. 600 is already towards BKB. We're going to have a go here. Blinking in from Sing Sing. Nicely done, nicely changed. Loda already down. That's completely perfect. The ult comes out there from Rexy onto Smuggling. He's going to drop as well. That's going to be 2 very quickly and very effortlessly as well. Now Nick needs to be careful. He doesn't go down as well. Blink is going to be grabbed and he's going to be followed up here very easily. He's going to get a nice double stun. Nicely lined up. What is it doing there? The planets are aligning. Nick actually gets out with the force staff. Nicely done, but it doesn't matter. Ack wants to feed to the gods as well. And that's going to actually be 3 plus a tower here from Mouse. Nicely done.
Yeah, absolutely. Now 3,000 gold on Shadow Shaman, plus the future tower that's coming out, especially with double damage being picked up. Really great initiation by Mouse. I'm really impressed with the opportunity they took there. And there's just nothing they can do. Furion is going to be able to push the sidelines as well. Let's see if we'll have some sort of split push. Both bottom and top are being pushed as well, so they might be able to do a little bit of damage and maybe force another team fight, but it looks like no, they're just going to back up and farm their lanes. Yasha being picked up on Mirana because he has a fast Manta. Scotty being picked up on Mirana, that Wombo combo, so looks like we're going to have a little bit of damage on that bottom tier 2 tower with Furion. Creating some creeps, but it looks like XP is on their way. Sprinting along. Nothing they're going to be able to find, though. So even though they're directing all their attention at bottom, top
nice.
is getting pushed by Rexy. On top of that, they're also taking their jungle. So XP is really losing out on, if they can't pick up a hero kill, then they're really losing out on a lot of gold and a lot of experience to mouz sports. They're pushing towers, they're taking what experience they can. And it looks like they're going to try to pick up a fast Roshan with Slardar's amplified damage, just waiting on somebody to pop the spell shield and then they can start doing work.
Yeah. Well, nicely done gem pick up there actually on Miracle and a Vitality booster, so he's not doing too bad. They definitely are safe from any form of Invis. Arrow's going to come out and not do too much, but now at least they know what's going on. They're going to go ahead and go, going to force that lead, and that's going to be, oh, watch out, Simba comes in and does not actually take it. Nature's Prophet does take it, fortunately, but who actually grabbed it? Oh! I did not tell who grabbed it, but nice ult there from Rexy. Rexy doing work. 2 down, 4 XP, 1 down for mouz. Now XP is forced to run away. I was not actually able to see what actually happened to the Aegis. Rexy not enough.
Picked up by Nature.
Good. Nature's Prophet. Oh, Nature's Prophet. Oh, not good. I mean, actually, wow, nice snipe there. Act is going to go down as well. A couple more hits. That heal is over. That's going to be that. And was not able to trade there, unfortunately. But wow, what I thought was almost like a for sure safe Raj ended up not being so. I mean,
oh, the power shot by Nikwa, barely missing out on the Furion kill. I'm sure it would have killed him. He was extremely low health. They could have been able to pick up the Aegis. Probably not another kill without a really good shackle shot, but still, they could have taken away that Aegis that Nature's Prophet snuck in.
Sniped.
But huge play by mouz sports. Not only did they push top, were they getting a lot of extra golden experience, but they took away the Aegis. They didn't actually pick up the Roshan kill, so they didn't take in all the golden experience from that. But they did pick up the big Aegis, so really great job by Nature's Prophet. Huge initiation by the mouz sports. They're really putting their blink daggers, they're just using it very, very well. So well played by mouz sports so far.
Yeah, and that is actually a huge, huge problem. And is there a blink on SK as well? Yes, there is. I mean, and there's essentially instant blinks, and now we see Nature's Prophet even has a Scythe of Vice. But these instant disables, even they make even a BKB pretty not for sure. I mean, if you get initiated on, you're dead, as we've seen already. Slardar just gets initiated and he just gets completely demolished. He really, 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 as I'm not watching that, he really, really needed that Aegis because for him to farm for the next few minutes as that gem is just sitting there. I don't know if they see it, but
yeah, Miracle really couldn't have been trying to push out like that. They can't loot the gem as Sand King as well goes down. So at least they traded 1 for 1 in that regard. So it looks like we're going to see a 3-on-4 fight coming up, maybe.
But yeah, what I was saying is that BKB, I mean, he literally, unless he has a blink, I don't see that item paying off. I mean, obviously it's a good item, but the thing you've got to realize, if they don't initiate, which they really don't have a great way to do, they don't have a blink on either of the blinker heroes that you would expect to have. They don't have a blink on BM, they don't have a blink on Slardar, so they really can't initiate. That means by default they're pretty much going to be initiated on. They're against 2 blinkers, and those blinkers are both able to essentially instantly stun Loda. So even with this BKB, my point is that it's really going to be interesting to see how Loda is able to even use it. He's going to essentially have to be Sixth Sense with it and activate it before he even sees a blink happen, because the second a blink happens, you can assume he's going to be sheeped. That's the first thing that's going to happen. And you can assume quickly thereafter you're going to have a blink ult from Sand King, and then you're going to have a whole slew of other stuns. I mean, so it doesn't matter. And he does have it. It's worth mentioning. We're going to see how this can play out, and indeed this is going to play out exactly like I predicted. They're going to be pushing here, and the thing is that they're not going to be able to do the initiation. They're going to always be getting initiated on until a blink comes out. So I really don't see this team fights going too well for Loda in particular, unless they get lucky, until a blink comes out on somebody from their team.
Miracle trying to bait a little bit, has put him behind plus vitality, so he can be gone on. That's perfectly fine with him. He pops the ultimate. Here comes Rex with his ultimate. He goes, he's trying to go over. He's after the fence. Too much help. Anki has ultimate on him. He's trying to get out there. Goes to Ake kill on him. Shadow Shaman popping his which he just picked up. Ward's going down on Loda. Nothing he can do. Loda goes down. Jen, they're trying to take down the Beastmaster right in range of Ward. He's going to go down easily. Nice play by Six Bamboo, trapping the Ake. That will go for yet another kill. Now Venomancer has to get out before Ake dies. One more hit. There it goes. He Equa. Just everybody needs to back up. Miracle, everybody pulling down. Now he's caught by this Shadow Shaman. The only person left alive is Equa. He has to back up. Oh man, there
wow.
it goes. The fight on Sexy Bambo. They wipe all for a Sand King.
Sexy Bambo.
Excuse me, Necronomicon level 3, not doing the work that they were hoping for.
No, but I mean, that is just some noteworthy play there, without a doubt, by mouz, Sexy Bambo. I mean, he was doing work throughout that entire team fight. And what's funny is that that wasn't even the worst case scenario. You could kind of argue the simple fact that since he had Aegis, that it makes it a different scenario. But the fact is that Slardar was able to get his BKB off before shit hit the fan, you know? So he was able to, here we go, he comes in, he's going to go ahead and go on Sexy Bambo. Sexy Bambo does have some nice minus armor on him. He's going to actually get away. Not enough disables. Now Sing Sing is definitely going to go down. He's going to try and catch some more here. Oh, nicely done. Now Loda's in a little bit of trouble. Nice random stun, I should say, honestly. Now Rex is actually going to miss that stun. Is it going to be enough? He gets a nice bash off, knocking him out of it. Loda going to go down anyways. One down per team right now. The experts go down. Sexy Bambo, nice shackle. He's actually going to go down finally. And the gem is going to be retaken here, most likely. That's going to help them out as well. Mirana forced to run away. 2 down there. Still, nice couple of kills there. 4 XP, but and they do get that gem back. But I don't know, I'm a little worried for XP, to be completely honest at this point.
Wait up.
Yeah, at least they are going to pick up a couple extra kills. Chen easily going to be caught out. Rexy just needs to get out. There's nothing they can really do here. Actually, will they be able to? Blink is up. They might be able to pop this Beastmaster. They're trying to chase him down. Where's the Rexy? Rexy actually coming in with the ultimate. He doesn't have the blink. The blink gets popped by Ward.
Oh, wow.
Play by Miracle. Stopping a potentially fatal fight going down. Ward trying to pop smuggling, but it doesn't happen. Now Rexy is in serious trouble. Necronomicon 3 comes out. Now Rexy is doomed. There's nothing he can do. So big XP pickups. What a play by Miracle, stopping the Sand King ultimate from coming in. Huge play in that regards. It looks like Loda's actually trying to jump in on Sexy Bambo, popping his BKB before the Scythe of Vice can come out. Question is, can he kill it before it goes down? No, he can't. He can't keep up now. Sexy Bambo's going to lock him in, and there's no cutting of the trees for Loda. Meanwhile, middle, range rack's going to go down shortly. Middle racks got taken out. And Trixie DC's yet again. Mantha being picked up on Trixie. Trixie's Mirana. But yeah, like you said, just another thing to note, even in these team fights, even if he does pop BKB, Slardar really can only go on one hero. He's trying to just sprint and auto-attack, auto-attack, auto-attack. But if Chen hits a good teleport like he did last team fight on the Furion, saved Furion, huge play, all that damage was for nothing. And essentially, Furion was just able to come right back into the fight after a couple seconds of healing. And so Chen, really great teleports all game long.
No, absolutely. I agree completely. And it's also worth mentioning that, like you just mentioned, Slardar doesn't have the ability to get out of trees. So even if he's shrunken-headed, he can still be disabled by Prophet. So that's a problem as well. They really need a blink. They really desperately need a blink on somebody, and I don't see any gold there on Loda. Let me see actually what the gold is on everybody. We've got a nice amount of gold here on the other team, just not a whole lot of gold on the Dire. Overall, let's go ahead and just take a look at the gold. So 5, almost about 7, I would say about 7,000. 7,000 gold in the favor of Radiant. And as far as items goes, there's a lot to be had for the Radiant, and not so much for XP. Obviously, Ghost Scepter further aiding in the frustrations of Loda. Mech as well, obviously Demet is pretty much like on a mission to counter Loda. We've got Blink on Rex. He's had that for a while. Same with Arcane Boots. Mirana, Point Booster. He's got that Mana Style now. That was his latest pickup. That's going to help a lot in the damage department, and really going to help them kind of transition in this late game, especially if you just take into account how much trouble Loda's been having in general. It's really looking pretty good for mouz. So the blink on Sing Sing has been used beautifully. BKB as well. I mean, look at that. Now you got Blink BKB. You can just initiate at will on Loda, and you can shackle him. He's done. He's done. And let's see. Let's go or finish off these items real quick. We've got plate mail. Obviously, we're coming on an assault cuirass shortly to further counter these Slardars. I'm surprised that Slardar is such a popular pick with how countered he gets with just items. It's incredible that he really is a very popular pick, and I'm not sure. I don't really expect to see that happen for for much longer. I think he's going to be phased out here shortly, but obviously the Scythified assault cuirass coming out shortly for Sexy Bamboo. For Loda, literally still just has that black bar. No items, no blink. They desperately need that blink. Akez just had Mechanism. Nikwa, Force Staff, Oblivion, working towards that Orchid Malevolence. Necronomicon level 3 is taking on Beastmaster. Hasn't really been too useful thus far. Plate Mail taken as well. And then we do just see a Pipe and a Vitality booster just recently taking up the Pipe on Miracle. So not a whole lot of items for XP where they need them.
Yeah, Miracle has really been a driving force in this game, keeping XP alive. The fact that he's been farming so well with the Plague Wards has gotten him quite a bit of items. The extra survivability, like you said, Pipe being picked up over Hood now, with the extra Vitality booster. It makes him rather tanky, and it helps his team out so much. Like that initiation that happened in middle when he got initiated on, it didn't work out for them as they planned, but still it was a nice little idea. The fact that Miracle has farmed up so well and he's tanky enough to survive a little bit longer and help out his team has really been incredibly helpful in these team fights. Unfortunately, it just hasn't been a tipping factor every single time. These team fights still going in the way. It looks like Loda is actually popping Sprint. He thinks he might be able to pick something up, some straggler here in the jungle. He says Sexy Bamboo, he's trying to get out. He's going to teleport away just in time. No real danger there.
To further just spit in the face of Loda, or Slardar, if you notice what creep that they've had. That
Frost armor, I'm sure?
Yeah,
Ogre?
yeah,
Yep.
You
Nice.
predicted it well. I mean, it's so easy. In this metagame especially, with all of the heroes that can just take over neutral creeps, so easy to counter a Slardar. It is seriously impressive that he is picked as often as he is right now in this metagame. He just doesn't seem like he doesn't belong in this metagame. I'm not too sure why he's picked. He doesn't have that nice range stun. I mean, I guess he's got amplified damage, which is good versus your bounty hunters, your Rickies, your Totem, your that type of stuff. But it just doesn't. He's just not a useful hero when he's completely countered with armor. He's just not. He's really not. He's got sprint. He's easily kited. If you get a blink on him, that's one thing. They're actually gonna have a go here because of the vision that they have on that ward right above there. Ward in a little bit of trouble. He's gonna BKB. He's got no way to get out of that, and no TP. Just completely wasted the BKB. Unfortunately, are they gonna be able to convert a kill on him? Is the question. They've got a nice ult there coming out from bottom. Whole bunch, all 5 of their enemies. They do catch Brown. Lagging slightly. All right, XP might kill him. He does live. No one is dead yet. Arrow misses. Ult doesn't really do anything actually. That was unfortunate there for Rexy. And they've already pushed mid, so really I don't see much coming from this. Unless they go ahead and rotate top or bottom. Actually, all lanes would push. They could easily rotate or go for the Rosh kill that's up right now. Lots of options.
Yeah, easily. I mean, I would probably say a Roshan kill would probably be safer since they've blown quite a bit of skills, but it looks like Rexy wants to go. But he's going to be able to blink away once the initiate comes in, so it looks like they're going to try and take on Roshan. Nature's Prophet working on Assault Cuirass, just needs the 2100 Hyperstone. Looks like Loda's going to come in. Hopefully they'll be able to pick something up here because the Roshan...
There he goes. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, he's gonna get killed before BKB comes off cooldown. What a huge blunder right there. Oh my gosh, exactly what I was talking about. All phase down, 2 go down, Miracle go down. Slardar buys back to see if he can actually miraculously get back to the team fight. He's just walking out of base. Axe is gonna go down here slowly. It doesn't even matter that he bought back. There's no fight to even participate in right now. He's slowly coming back, and now we see Nikwa on the run as well. He's gonna be able to TP here, but wow, what a blunder there. Unfortunately, his as I mentioned, his BKB was not off of cooldown. Literally 2 seconds left, but he got sheeped and he got chained down, and now they're gonna have an easy time here at Rosh.
Yeah, with serious lack of vision, it's just can't really be going up hills like that.
Out of my way.
But Mouse Sports doing a great job
middle tower is under attack.
addressing XP's lineup. Loda, just like you said, I mean, he has BKB 36 minutes in. He just doesn't do anything. Even if they didn't just disable him, they are all so tanky now. They all have so many items that just a Slardar with nothing, no damage whatsoever. He is actually getting jumped on. There goes the blink and there goes Loda for round 2, and there's nothing they can do there. Nice double sexy bamboo trapping both of them, so that's going to hit a huge Rexy ultimate. Easily picking up 3 kills.
That is amazing.
Well played, being called out. Yeah, that was really just, they were sitting there because really that was the only thing they could have done is some sort of magical Roshan team fight where they wipe and get Roshan. That was the only real saving grace. So GG, well played as Mouse Sports just stomping through the line, just crushing teams left and right, is now going on to face the winner, I believe, between EG and...
No, EG didn't move. It was full sorcery sum.
Oh, full sorcery, man. Another just unsponsored team, wild card, like you said, coming out. That's what I love about this tournament. It's just every single time we have a team that is not well known, just coming through and showing what they can do. And that's great.
It's good that you even mentioned that. It's really good to mention that, the fact that it's not just an invite-only tournament. There's all this... There's pre-qualifiers. They have to fight for the pre-qualifiers on Saturday, get here, and well, look at that. I mean, he takes down full sorcery sum, takes down Eagle Venus. So nice stuff. That XKZ is going to be playing full sorcery sum, and the winner of that will be playing Mouse Sports. But before we take a break here real quick, I guess that we are going to be giving away beta keys in IRC this time, as you guys are probably used to. Go ahead and hop in our IRC. It's easiest, really, just to hop in over to our webpage, dota2replays.org/live. Or if you really just want to go to the IRC, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is on Quake. It is dota2replays.brawl, I want to say. I'm actually in there right now. Yeah, dota2replays.brawl. That is the place to... Actually, you know what? That's probably wrong. That's not the place to be. That's for the tournament. I think it's just Dota 2 replays, actually, so minus the Brawl. Yes, anyway, so Mouseport's really putting on a show, really stepping out here, showing what they can do. Shout out to them, and shout out to our sponsors, Twitch.tv, TeamSpeak, and SteelSeries, and that's going to be that. We will be back shortly for the finals of the number 3 qualifier. Don't go anywhere.